The Battle of the Billions is about to reach its epic conclusion with Season 7. From unique characters to a dominatrix on the set, here are the most interesting facts about the hit TV drama. First, let's talk about the biggest bombshell.
Bobby's back. He's coming back.
Fans were shocked when Damian Lewis said his goodbyes after Season 5. Well, there were a few reasons why he left. First, he'd played the role of Bobby Axelrod for 5 years, so he started to feel the weight of the character on his shoulders. Lewis shared that his exit had actually been in the works for several years. But the actor made a final decision after a big personal tragedy. His wife, actress Helen McCrory, passed away after losing her battle with breast cancer. Damian wanted to spend more time with his 2 teenage children. That 1-year break seemed to be just what the actor needed. Or maybe his dedication to the show won? Damian has shared more than once that he has a soft spot for billions. When the actor got the role, he dove into researching the ins and outs of Wall Street. Lewis met with several hedgies to examine them and get a first-hand glimpse into their lives and experiences. And the actor really liked it.
I actually really do love billionaires.
Really?
I love them.
Now let's take a glimpse at the preparations for the spiciest part of the show. Yes, we are talking about Chuck's BDSM obsession. The show creators got really serious about it, so much so that they went the extra mile and hired a dominatrix consultant.
She had conversations with us about sort of the lifestyle and some of the psychology of the character, which is what I was interested in, but also in the scenes that are a little bit more explicit.
Plus, there were assistants on set with truly unique responsibilities.
They brought in a special guy.
I would hope so.
Yes, they did.
I would hope so.
To tie me up. I never saw this guy on the set again. He showed up just this one time. And he was really trussing me up, and he was dead serious about it.
How did Paul Giamatti feel about the dark side of his character? Prepare to be surprised. He was excited to do that. The actor said that he viewed it as a game, and it was interesting to get into it. Can you believe he found filming those scenes oddly comforting? In fact, he fell asleep during crafting his first ever BDSM scene.
I had a warm, washing feeling go over me, and I just dropped off. They had to keep waking me up between takes. They were like, hey, buddy, hey, we're going to shoot, buddy.
And what about Maggie Siff's first reaction to those kinds of scenes?
So I was awake for both of us. I was double awake. I was like, okay, you just relax, and I will try not to kill you with my stiletto and my dangling cigarette.
In fact, Maggie Siff shared that this part of the plot first shocked her. When she discovered the intimate and extreme nature of some scenes, she wasn't entirely sure about taking on the role. The actress has a personal taboo for filming steamy episodes. I had a small baby, so at some point in my reading of the script, duty called, and I put it down. So I went to bed thinking the character was one thing and woke up thinking she was something totally different once I read the end of the script. The filmmakers apparently had a clear vision. Maggie Siff was the one and only perfect fit for the role of Wendy. And they definitely did make the right choice. Before her career in entertainment took off, the star briefly worked at a hedge fund. She knows the ins and outs of that world, and it shines through in her portrayal of Wendy. In addition to this, Maggie really loves psychology. She said that she found her lines educational, as well as the props on set. That's right, the crew took care that even the smallest detail reflected the characters. So, Wendy Rhodes' bookshelf was filled with psychological literature. From Frames of Mind, The Theory of Multiple Intelligences, to Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow and How the Mind Works. The same situation was in the offices of other characters. Chuck's office, for instance, is predictably filled with law volumes and books that reflect his personality, like David C. Unger's The Emergency State.
Even though this is a set, it feels so incredibly real, from the boxes and books to whatever the hell this is.
For eagle-eyed fans, the showrunners even placed some clues in props. Wendy is seen reading Haruki Murakami, colorless Tsukuru Tazaki, and his Years of Pilgrimage. That very same book also lays on Bobby's bedside table. It definitely hints at their special connection. You might be surprised, but every single detail on the show is carefully thought out. The writers' team included renowned financial guru Andrew Ross Sorkin. He ensures that every plot twist is accurate and authentic. But that's not all. The team left no stone unturned, tapping into the knowledge of experts from different financial niches.
We talked to these people really late at night when they'd had a few drinks. They were giving us the playbook.
Even industry insiders are raving about the show's attention to detail. Bruce Goldfarb, the CEO of Okapi Partners Financial Consultancy, gives Billions an A+ for accuracy. But wait, there's more to the realism than meets the eye. The plot was apparently based on real events. Yes, the creators have said that there is no direct correspondence between Wall Street and their cable TV depictions. However, they never denied getting their inspo from the business world. Just a few years before the show came to life, New York attorney Preet Bharara was on the hunt for hedge fund mogul Steve Cohen. Their fight lasted for years, just like Bobby and Chuck's. And here's a fascinating twist. Steve Cohen himself hired the performance coach Tony Robbins. Now, can you see where the idea of Wendy Rhodes came from? Still, some other characters came to the writer's mind in the most random ways. Take Taylor, for example.
Hello, I'm Taylor. My pronouns are they, theirs, and them.
The show's co-creator, Brian Koppelman, shared that the idea to introduce the character who identifies this way came to him from his children.
My kids both had friends at different schools who identified as gender non-binary, and they each told me about it. So we started to ask those questions and learn.
Taylor made history as the first non-binary character on TV. Asia Kate Dillon, the actor who portrayed them, couldn't be happier about the role. I knew that no character had ever said that on television before, and no non-binary character had ever been played by a non-binary actor before. Now let's pull back the curtain and peek at the actors' relationships behind the scenes. Good news, there are no feuds between them in real life. On the contrary, the Billions stars know how to let loose and have a good laugh when the cameras stop rolling. And can you guess who is the funniest man on set? It's none other than Damian Lewis himself.
Damian is he's like scintillating and witty and incredibly funny, and he'll burst into song, and he kind of like tickles you and delights you with his charm and his wit.
In between playing bitter enemies on screen, Damian Lewis and Paul Giamatti managed to lighten the mood by cracking jokes.
We find the best way to prepare is just to make fart noises and make each other laugh. I mean, how are other actors preparing?
But here's the real scoop. This dynamic duo has a history together. Before they clashed on Billions, Damian and Paul worked together on a different project. But they're keeping tight-lipped about the details. They believe it wasn't their most successful movie. However, that didn't put a dent in their friendship. In fact, Paul is an unabashed fan of Damian's work. He has watched almost every show and movie his co-star has graced.
He's a lovely guy. He's funny. You know, again, you would see him do all these things and think, oh God, what's this guy gonna be like?
Almost the whole team has managed to form a good relationship off-screen. David Costabile, who plays Wags, once said that he had so much fun filming on this show.
There's just a commonality about how we work that is really easy between us.
With such a united team and dedication to the project, it's no wonder that Billions took the world by storm. The series was the highest-rated premiere Showtime has ever had. The reaction to the first 2 episodes was so positive that the next season was announced immediately. And so, for 7 seasons, we've been dazzled by the roller coaster of plot twists. But alas, every tale must reach its conclusion, and Billions has done so with a flourish. Let us know in the comments what other shows or movies you would like us to dive into next.